Now, it is said by many that the Air Jordan 1 Mocha might be the best general release Air Jordan 1 of the year. And with that being said, if it's one of the best Air Jordan 1s of the year, you have to know that it's going to be so many fakes out there, and this video is to specifically stop you guys from buying fakes before you do it. So I want to encourage each and every last one of you guys who are looking for a pair of Air Jordan 1 Mochas, if you did not hit from a retail store and you are questioning, do you want to watch the entire video? I will break down each and every last fact of how you can tell if your pair of Air Jordan 1s are real or if they're fake. Now, with that being said, let's get to it. Snipe Squad, what is going on? Back again. It is your boy Sniper Jones, and I am back with another video for your head top. What is going on, everybody? Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day today. Hopefully I can help a lot of y'all out. Now, like I said earlier in the beginning of the video, the Air Jordan 1 Mocha is probably the most hyped, anticipated Air Jordan 1 silhouette of the entire year. Now, I recently just did a review of that shoe. If you want to check it out, check out the leather quality, check out all the specs, whether it be the suede, you can check out that video. I also am doing a giveaway. If you want to be entered in that giveaway to be entered in a free pair of Air Jordan 1 Mochas, all you have to do is check out the link right below in the description of the video. I do want to give a huge shout out to my boy Sneaks on Demand, who allowed me to use a pair of Air Jordan 1 Mochas, the legit pair, to go over and show you guys the difference between a real pair and a fake pair. One more thing, guys, before we get the video started, I do want to tell you guys about Rejuvenator Shoe Water Repellent Spray. Now, it's very easy to use, and it's something that I use every day before I go out and wear my sneakers. Now, this is super easy to use. All you do is shake it, make sure that you grab your sneaker, spray it down, let it sit for about a day. I mean, that's at least what I do. After you let it sit for about a day, you all good to go. I mean, this shoe is pretty much waterproof, stain proof. It's life repellent. I mean, I've done several videos using this water stain repellent spray, and I poured ketchup, mustard. I didn't beat these things up to the wall and back, and it simply falls off with a small rinse of water. So if you do like the shoe repellent spray, you can find it down below in my link to Rejuvenator. Make sure you use my link to purchase Rejuvenator, and if you do use my link, screenshot your purchase, make sure you send it to me on Instagram or Twitter, and I'll repost that because I appreciate you guys using my website link, which is down below in the description. Head over, get your Rejuvenator. The stuff works, man. I use it just about every single day. So here we go. I got one box, and let me grab the other one. I got another box. As y'all can see, I have two pair of Air Jordan 1 Mochas. And like I said, in this video, I will try my best to pretty much specify everything that you need to be looking out for when it comes to this shoe, because it will be hundreds of thousands of fakes. I guarantee you. And I want to just say this before we go over both sneakers. I will not lie to you, bro. When I seen how close it was shocking. Without further ado, let's open these boxes up. So one of these will be the real pair, one of these will be the fake pair. Before I even tell y'all which one is which, I want y'all to tell me which one is which, just to show y'all how close it really is. So here go one pair, and here goes the other pair. And I want y'all to tell me which one is the real pair, which one is the fake pair. Now, of course, a lot of y'all probably gonna be like, oh, I know which one it is after I tell y'all the answer. But just realistically, I want y'all to tell me which one is the real pair, which one is the fake pair. Go. Now, if it's the one on the left, tell me one on the left. Is this the one on the right? Tell me it's the one on the right. But one of these is a fake shoe. One of these is definitely a fake shoe. Okay? Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The naked eye, you can no longer tell. So I want to just scrap that right now. A lot of y'all think that you can just look at a shoe and be like, it's real or it's fake. No, that's not true. The honest to God truth is, gone are the days where you can actually legit check a shoe by just looking at it. They don't make terrible fakes. I think that's what a lot of people get misconstrued these days, is we still caught like in 2008 where like the Jumpman is upside down and the shoe is falling apart. No, bro, they get better. And when I say they get better, they get elite. Sometimes the fakes look more real than the actual pairs, and that's how you can tell if they're real or fake. So for my people who guessed this sneaker, you were right. This is the fake, okay? What I'm holding in my hand right now is the actual fake. This one is the real pair, and I'm going to show you a few ways on how to find that out right about now. So whenever you get your pair of Air Jordan 1 Mochas, this was like one of the best fakes I could find, because when it comes to leather quality, the leather quality on both of these shoes are the exact same. The leather quality around the toe box, even the suede on the back. And this fake pair of shoes right here, look at the suede. When I did my review, I said how the suede changes color. So does this. This has the same change of color suede on the back heel of the shoe. I mean, look at this leather. look at the tumbleness on the side panel. It's almost the exact same. The first thing I noticed right off the back when it came to these two is the smell. I really want to tell y'all, emphasize the smell, bro. All fake shoes have that fake shoe smell. I have not ran across a fake shoe yet that does not have that distinctive smell. If you know how to legit check shoes, you know what smell I'm talking about. It's that glue. So when you smell these, it does not smell like the legit pair. It doesn't smell like Foot Locker. It doesn't smell like that fresh paper. It's a very strong hint of glue. And for my people out there who's been legit checking for a long time, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So this real pair does not smell nothing like the fake pair. So, hey, I don't give a damn if people think you weird because you over here sniffing shoes. Trust me, it's worth it. Know what you're buying. Know what you're getting yourself into. The second way to tell if this sneaker is real or not, a lot of you probably already guessed it. What I want to show y'all is one of the Air Jordan wings. If you actually feel the quality of the Air Jordan wing on the fake, and you feel the quality of the Air Jordan wing on a real one, the fake is actually way more detailed. Now, this would have to be one of those scenarios if you have a fake in your hand, but if you rub your finger across this Air Jordan wing, it feels like, what is that? It feels like Braille, bro. It's bumps all on it. It's rugged. It's rough. You can scratch it, claw it. You hear it. The real pair is smooth, bro. It's super smooth. It don't feel nothing like that. This pair feels like, I don't know, bro, like a Nestle Crunch bar. You get what I'm saying, bro? It's very bumpy, very rugged, very hard. And this one is a lot more smooth. And it's also a different texture to it. But more importantly, this one is a little bit more waxy. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more waxy. This one is a lot more smoother. It's not as waxy as this one. You'll have to see them probably in person to get an understanding. But definitely check your Air Jordan 1 wings, because one, the real pair would be a lot smoother than the fake pair, which would be like a lot more rugged and a lot more tough. Another huge quality that I figured out that was the difference between a real pair and a fake pair was underneath the Air Jordan wing. Okay, so underneath this Air Jordan wing, you have a white gap. A lot of y'all see this white gap that's here. This is the fake pair. That gap looks completely different from this gap. And what you will have to really pay attention to is the distance of the gap. This is a way longer gap than the fake pair. Do y'all see that? Look at this fake pair's gap, right? It starts from here. The gap starts from here and comes up. The real pair, the gap starts from way back here, right? So this gap starts from way back here, and this gap starts from here. It's a big difference between the two. So the real pair, you will have to have them side by side, but you see how small of a gap that is compared to this one? It's a way bigger gap on the Air Jordan 1, the real Air Jordan 1, compared to this one. That's like one of the most easiest ones to catch. I caught that almost immediately when I saw these two, or at least underneath the Air Jordan 1 wing. That was one of those things that I noticed right off the back. And I think if you have a real pair and you have a fake pair, that should tell you right off the back if it's real or fake. And I'm telling y'all, if you see these type of red flags, do not undermine it. Don't listen to no factory flaws. Don't listen to, oh man, you know what I'm saying, it was made like, no, okay? It was not made like that. That's not the truth, bro. Don't go for it. Another huge difference between the real pair, which is here, and the fake pair, which is here, is the actual font on the back of the tongue. Now this will be another one where I'll show you guys some B-roll of as I'm talking about it. But the real pair, you see the font on this Air Jordan 1 tongue, right? The font on the tongue looks completely different from the font that's on the fake pair. Now, obviously you probably wouldn't know the difference, but look, actually you can tell the difference. You see how sloppy and how unsharpened that writing is, or the text on the tongue is? I mean, it really is, like, you can, like, the camera is trying to focus and you can barely see it. Now compare that to this one. You can read this clear as day. You get the difference between the two? Maybe you will, maybe you don't. I will try to get B-roll of both so y'all be able to see it. But the text and the font of both of these are way different. This one is way more bolder. The text is a little bit more sloppy. It's not as straightened, and it just doesn't look as smooth as the real pair does. So I'm gonna bring the real pair back over, and then you'll be able to see the consistency in the writing. Look at that, made in China. So you see this one? It says made in China right here, right? Look at the made in China on the fake pair. You can barely read it out. It's a complete different font. So that's another way to check and see if you have a real pair or a fake pair of Air Jordan 1 Mochas. Just check the font on the toe tag, have a real pair, and compare it to the other toe tag and see what you come up with. If you ask me, I believe the tongue is a lot fatter on the fake as well. This tongue is a little bit more straight. You see how wide this tongue is compared to this one? How it's kind of curved in, and this one is just flat out wide. Another big key. This Air Jordan 1 has a big, flat, wide tongue. It's just all the way out. This one kind of curves in a little bit more. It's not out like this. You see how it's in like that compared to this one? Big difference between those two as well. Last but not least, this will probably be like the hardest thing to do if you're not used to legit checking shoes, but it's definitely an inconsistency when it comes to the stitching on the shoe. Now, both of these shoes have brown stitching on them. The fake pair, this pair, the stitching on this shoe is nowhere near as dark as the stitching on a real pair. So here you see the stitching going around the brown, right? Nothing really wrong with that if you look at it with a naked eye, but once you compare it to this stitching, you will definitely see that this stitching on the real pair is a lot darker. I mean, a lot darker. It's like they use almost like a blackish brown for this one, and they just use the same color brown for this one. It's two different types of browns. That's something that you really have to look into, but at the end of the day, it's still a fact. You will notice it if you really pay attention to it and then you do your due diligence. This brown is completely different from that brown. It's something that you should definitely look into. So hopefully this video really helped you guys out. I did really find a very good fake, even though I named out a lot of things. When you just look at this with the naked eye, if somebody had this shoe on with the naked eye, you can't see the tag. You're not gonna see the threading, right? I mean, you're really not gonna see any of its flaws. So don't be fooled by a lot of people with pairs of Air Jordan 1 mochas. Do not be one of those guys who's buying on Craigslist, OfferUp, and not really paying attention of everything that you need to pay attention to. It's too many sites, it's too many ways to actually legit check your shoes and for y'all to be getting over. And me, I've gotten over before, right? Like, I've gotten people who sold me fakes before in my life. It just happens. I feel like when you buy shoes at a high level, you're prone to get got once or twice until you educate yourself enough to know the difference between real and fake. Like I said, man, hopefully this video really helps out you guys. Make sure you leave a comment. Let me know what you think down below in the description. Also, make sure you join in the giveaway because we are giving away a pair of Air Jordan 1 mochas for free. All you have to do is click the link down below in the description to enter, and all the rules that you have to do will be available for you. Other than that, man, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out Rejuvenated. That's linked down below as well. And until next time, it is your boy Sniper Jones. You know I cannot leave without saying everybody want to be famous, but who really put in that work though? Snipe Squad, I love y'all. Dream big.